Hey guys, good evening to all of you and welcome in this session of Oliveboard. This is Dr. Pradyumna Sharma this side and we will be having a detailed discussion related the most important topics of your AFM syllabus. So you can join me in the foundation batch in English medium. You can use my code PDY for the joining so that you can have some maximum discount on the courses. So this is the batch for you, which covers all your subjects, all the papers, syllabus of all the papers. There is also a bilingual batch. You can join me in that also. We will be having around 200 plus live sessions in these batches, as well as there will be some tests and their good AI used analysis. It covers everything like case studies, numericals, and all. My name is Pradyumna Sharma, and these are some of my academic credentials in front of you. We will be having discussion related to accounts and finance in the JIB batch. So, the agenda of today's discussion is coverage of most important topics. That's the agenda. Here, concept means that most important topics. We will be covering the most important topics of our syllabus. You can extract the PDF of this particular session from the YouTube class PDF sections in the app. Now, Module A. So there are like 10 to 11 topics in Module A, but this discussion is highly focused on the areas which have to be the key concentration when you prepare as a banker. Sometimes we have shortage of time, so sometimes it is like that. Sir, I want to have some selective topic list only so that I can prepare and I can crack my exam. So in Module A, there are around 10 to 11 chapters, and the weightage or the pattern of questions out of this particular module will be like there will be five different category of questions will be there in exam. There will be some conceptual question, there will be some numerical question. When I say numerical in accountancy, always include journal in the numerical. Always include some formats in the numerical. So if I say numerical, it includes the journal and format based questions. Okay. Now, when we say conceptual, what will be the weightage of conceptual? It will be around eight questions uh, from the module A. If we put the weightage of around 30 marks in module A, around 8 marks portion will be from the conceptual part. Numericals, obviously, when we include the journal, calculation, and formats, it will obviously play the equivalent role related to in it will be in the competition with the conceptual part. But when we say statement-based question, there will be around four questions based on statements. There will be around a case study kind of questions and weightage of those case study kind of questions. We can like presume to have like 6 to 7 questions, or let's put six here and around five statement based questions. Now, if we say around three questions will be based on matching kind of things, that accounting standards are matched, name and numbers are matched, that kind of things. Transaction and document kind of matching. They could ask these things from you in the exam. Now, if you want to look into like which topics are like journal entry intensive, so chapter number 2 is journal entry intensive. Bank reconciliation is numerically intensive. rectification and adjustment entry. This is journal entry intensive. Depreciation is journal entry plus numerical, both is there. Bill of exchange, journal entry plus numerical plus concept, everything is there. Audit is purely a conceptual based topic. So these are the few, like five topics are completely dominated by the journal entries in module A. If you want to pick six topic or seven topics out of it, like I want to prepare selectively, this session is actually for those people who after a certain period of time feels that I want to have only selective preparation. Then what topics are most important in the module A? It's listed here. You need to have, whatever happens, you need to have command on journal entry. Remember, when we choose selective preparation, we have to choose the difficult and lengthy topics which are continuously asked in the exam, repetitively asked in the exam by the IIBF, like journal entry, accounting concept, bank reconciliation statement, rectification, depreciation, and audit. These are the six uh, important topics which have to be there on your list, that we have to be very ready for these six topics. Similarly, when we move to the module B is comparatively a easier module. If you compare A with B is comparatively a easy module. And accordingly, the weightage is also, there will always be a difference of 2, 3, or 5 marks in module A and module B weightage. So conceptually, like seven questions, but the possibility of numericals is very little here. So around four. When I say numerical, it includes format, includes journal entry, it includes format based question. So as soon as I includes the format in the uh, module B numerical list, the weightage of numerical looks like a increased one here. So it have like 8 marks because final accounts of a banking company, it's completely a format driven topic. Final accounts is a completely a format driven topic. So there is a two complete topics which is based on formats. Then it comes to the numerical and journal entry. These two topics are very intensive in terms of the weightage in your exam, and around 80% part is based on concepts and 20% part is based on journal entries. So that also contribute to that weightage of 8 marks. So that's why the weightage, but the calculative kind of numericals, only one topic here, that is cost of goods sold. That is something, the calculation they ask. In company accounts, that journal entry is actually not direct journal entry, it's computational. So that computational journal entries will also contribute to the weightage of numerical part. Then statement based, there is a possibility of higher number of questions from the statement based category, around three questions based from the cases and two questions based on matching related things. But the important topics, if you want to identify, final accounts formats and banking company accounts format. Obviously, these two format based topics we have to prepare. Company accounts is more focused to the 80% part, and you can put a less focus on that journal entry part. But there is a topic called cash flow statement. We have to give due time to it, and one calculation of cost of goods sold we have to be very familiar with. That will actually give you 15 to 18 marks from the module B easily. So this is a selective list for the module B. Then move to the module C. Module C is something which is numerically aggressive topic and which is highly based on formulas. This is a formula driven module. Weightage is around 30 marks. If you put like how much of the part will go from the conceptual, so around 7 marks you can have from the conceptual part, but around 13 marks you will have from the numerical part. Numerical part may have the excessive value also because all the cases they ask in the exam will also be based on the uh, numerical. So the case based part is also around 5 marks, and if we put the statement like around 7 marks and 3 marks they can have around 5 marks and around 2 marks they can have from the matching based pattern. Now, if case based, there will be like 5 to 8 marks, then the direct numerical portion will come down. It may look like that the total is not like put that into the 11 category. Now the total I think will be matching. But my objective is just not to match the total, just to give you a brief idea that this particular module is something like numerical. If go up, case-based questions will go down. If there are case-based question which includes the numerical values, then the numerical direct numerical values will come down and the case based numericals will go up. Now, what topics are completely numerical driven? So there is a numerical topic. This is completely a numerical topic. This is dominated by numerical, but there is a conceptual. Weightage have the equal opportunity. This is purely a conceptual topic. There is no numerical in the first topic. Then Forex is also dominated by the concept, but there is one or two topics which may give numerical aspect also in the paper. Then cost of capital and capital structure completely numerically dominated. Capital budgeting is numerically dominated, but concept have the key role in this. Lease is purely a conceptual topic. Working capital management is also dominated by numerical, but there is a conceptual part to it also, which is important. Derivative is conceptually dominated portion, and numericals are not having that much importance in derivatives in your syllabus. Now let's look into the important topics. So ratio, obviously there are selected 8 to 10 ratios. 8 to 10 ratios, the formula related to that you have to be very aware. Then annuity and EMI. Annuity and EMI. So annuity and EMI is again a kind of topic which will be there in your exam for like 4 to 5 marks. Bond valuation, if you don't feel comfortable with the numerical part, make sure that conceptual part should be fully prepared by you. Cost of capital, obviously a formula driven topic. Present value calculation, that calculator magics which I will be teaching in the class. How to use the calculator to solve the questions important in this topic. Type of lease, how many type of lease are there, their classification, their identification. There is a Tandon committee related formulas in the topic working capital management, very important. These are around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 topics. These are the 7 topics you have to be very aware. So this is the list of module C. Then if we talk about the module D, obviously it have two classification. Taxation have the weightage of around 10 marks and cost have the around weightage of 15 marks. Sometimes tax is like 12 marks, cost is also like 12 to 13 marks. So the weightage may change from uh, tax to cost and cost to tax. Now, taxation and fundamentals of costing, the conceptual part obviously will have a little more weightage here because there is not much numerically possible part. Only these 3 topics have some numerical intent into it. Otherwise, all the remaining 4 topics are fully conceptual. But this particular module is you can consider it as the easiest one. But if they want to make it difficult, they will obviously ask some statement-based questions from it. If they ask more statement-based question, the case study-based questions will obviously go down. And accordingly, the matching questions will be of like 1 or 2 questions will be there just to check your fundamental understanding. But if you want to look into the important points related to that, then sections related to the deduction, their limits and activities for which we can claim deduction is very important. TDS and TCS related provisions, we have to be very aware. Input tax credit in GST, basics of GST. There is a complete chapter called cost methods. You have to be 100% perfect, perfect in that chapter. Marginal costing is simply 3, 4 formulas are there, very easy to score good marks out of marginal costing. And in budgeting, there is a concept called zero-based budgeting. Free 2 marks will be there from zero-based budgeting in your exam. This is the list of all the important topics of your syllabus and the understanding of complete syllabus, what type of MCQ they can ask from you in the exam. What will be our approach in the foundation batch? So we will be covering 2 things in the foundation batch. Complete concept and numerical practice around 2.5 months, like around 60-70 days we will devote to cover the concept as well as the numerical. Then there are 3 more add-ons if you want to stay connected with the Oliveboard team and if you want to make sure that till the last date of the exam, I want to have every experience and every product benefit on the Oliveboard platform. That will be added uh, like concept revision, we will give around 25 days. Then MCQ practice, we will give around 25 days and around 1000 MCQs we will be covering related to the AFM syllabus. Then a 6-day complete syllabus revision marathon classes will be there. If you want to enjoy this particular part, then you have to join me through Super Elite. But there is a possibility that maybe many of you are having only AFM paper pending. Then instead of Super Elite for all the subject, you can join me through AFM Master Batch also. So AFM Master Batch of the English Medium batch, you can join me in that. So AFM Master Batch is like a super elite plan of one single paper, that is AFM. So that is your complete tentative timeline that how in this particular cycle we will be approaching our lectures. I just want simple commitment from you. If you can give me 1 hour a day, if you can contribute like 1 hour a day to your preparation, if you can do it, then believe me, 1 hour a day will keep the attempt away. Up. You can you can easily score good marks by following this particular batch. 1 hour a day keeps the failure away. Now, let's talk about what is included in this foundation batch. Remember, all the live sessions, access to the test, access to the case study and numerical practices, and exclusive access to the community. Community is available on our app. You can put your doubts there and you can have instant response from the faculties by tagging them. So don't be late, just join me in this particular batch. You can use the code PDY to have the maximum discount on the courses. I would recommend that you should join me through the super elite plan, and if your AFM paper is only pending, then you should join me through the master batch of the AFM. This batch is available in both the languages. It's in English as well as in bilingual. So you should join me as per your convenience, as per your requirement. Thank you, everyone. Thank you very much. I hope that that today's discussion is insightful for you and it gives you a good insight to your syllabus as well as the most important topic list. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Have a great evening. Bye bye. We'll be having a good discussion in the batches. Let's meet in the batch and understand that accounting and finance paper comprehensively. Thank you. Bye bye. Have a great evening. Good night. Thank you, guys.